Hello, students. This is Fiona, Persian medium. I am Power. Beautiful day. I'm actually sitting in a balcony. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day, and I'm so thankful and so grateful for everything I have, especially you guys. And before I take any callers, would like to talk about a couple things. The first important thing is many of you guys looking for me to helping you for finding missing people and connecting with those people who've been missing for a long time, or maybe about a week ago, 2 months ago. And unfortunately, the email that you guys send it to me through persianmedium@gmail.com may not really received by me, or because I'm receiving tons of emails, I may have lost that. So please, if you are guys looking for helping officers, local officers, if you guys looking for finding missing people and helping the detective and other stuff and other people around, please just send email to support@abitadvice.com. support@abitadvice.com. So they are going to immediately tell me about you guys, and I will definitely get connect, and let's universe and my gift and everything will help all of us to give you guys the best ever answer. I understand when someone missing, especially kids, some loved one, their one, it's very hard. It's very, very hard, especially when we do not have any clue that where is this person right now, what she's or he's doing. I understand the pain. I completely understand that the family's life will be completely upside down because it's very hurtful. And my heart is with you guys. And all I can say, you do not give up. Always listen to your feelings and thought and connection and your inner voice. If you are a parent and you lost your children or your children is missing, I wanted you to not give up and listen and feel and sense, because parents always, especially mom, has always a very specific and very special sense, which is a gift from God. I wanted you to listen. It's still that you're panicking, it's still that you feel very uncomfortable and sad and disappointed. Just focus and think where you can and how you could find your loved one. However, so for more information, you guys can go to abitadvice.com, but support@abitadvice.com is the most important email that you guys can reach me out about missing people, helping with detective and officers. I'm also actually helping lots of others in Europe. So if you are guys also from Europe and trying to reach me out, which is, I received a couple emails. I'm so sorry if I did not answer you guys. I'm very, very sorry about that. But please, support@abitadvice.com. That's the only way that you guys can reach me immediately, and I will urgently and immediately come back to you guys with an answer. So another things that I want to talk about before I take a call, which is also important to me, if you are guys receiving any emails from example people that mention my name by Persian medium with double in example @gmail.com, with Hotmail, Yahoo, or anything, just dismiss it. It's not me. If you are guys receiving any email that says this is Fiona for an Avid example in some sort of Gmail, email, Hotmail, whatever, I wanted you to dismiss because it's not me. It sounds like a couple people, a couple of my clients and fans and followers received a couple things, and then they've been concerned, and I'm not ever reaching out to my clients through Gmail. I never reaching my clients or anyone or followers and students and fans through Gmails. I never did. And the only place that I am sending email through is support@abitadvice.com. So please, if you are guys receiving an email from Fiona, Persian medium, I am powered through Gmails, Hotmails, Yahoo, dismiss, it's not me. And if just coming from support@abitadvice.com, that is the most important email that you should look at it and see exactly what's going on. Other than that, I'm not reaching out to anybody until this person asked me or wanted to absolutely have something that may have some solution with my gift. And number 3, also I want to say thank you for all emails. Thank you so much for Instagram messages. Thank you so much for warm, beautiful, and very, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of very touched by those beautiful emails, and I'm just say thank you. Really, really, I'm very touched. I'm very, very touched by those emails, and thank you that you guys caring about me. Thank you that you guys thinking about me. Thank you that you guys are in my life, and so I'm so grateful. I'm very thankful for every single of you guys. And I'm here. I'm alive, and I am actually on avidadvice.com. You guys can easily sign up on Avid and is chat, call, any some of regular things that you guys absolutely can do. And those people who are actually working on Avid, they are also very certificate, and they are not just people that trying to work and give advice to people. So and that's why there is a couple of them that also helping you guys with police officers and to finding missing people as well. So they are professional as well. And again, I'm very grateful to tell. It was a very kind of strange week, almost couple of days, or like couple of days ago. I had lots of followers that asking me, Fiona, where you never been in Instagram, or we love your shows, we love your videos, we love everything about things. And I was like, wow, cool, thank you. Well, I always been at Instagram, but I never actually tried to send the videos and stuff. And then one of my dear friend told me that, well, Fiona, you can actually do a live reading or live show and gave people a live reading. So I just felt that, okay, that's kind of like a cool thing. So I would do that. So then I tried, and it was cool because directly when I started, then almost over 150 or 250 people are starting to typing under. I said, oh my God, I can't even read it. I can't even actually, catch you up. But it was funny. It was cool. You guys send me an email and ask about, Fiona, when you are going to do and when is going to be the time. So I would say every Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, I would give a free reading to someone that would love to enjoy the Instagram. And it would be about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And the question should be short. And answer should be kind of yes or no, and the timeline as well. So if you guys want to do anything and trying to kind of get in touch and having mini reading from me, or having some concern and don't know exactly what to do, well, every Thursday, 3 p.m., about 5 to 10 minutes, I will go live on Instagram and we'll give you guys an answer. Okay? So now back to the studio, I would say what I have right now. It sounds to be okay. Hello, Asia. How are you doing? This is Fiona, Persian Medium I Am Power. How's it going, darling?
It's going good. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Asia. I'm having a wonderful time with each of you guys, especially with you. Such a pleasure to talk to you today. Would love to have your date of birth first before I start feel and sense and connect to your soul and energies. Give me your date of birth first, and then tell me what you have in your beautiful mind and your heart and what I can do for you today. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Okay, my birthday is March 8th, 1994. Basically, I guess what I have in my head and my heart is like I'm on a quest to find myself, pretty much.
Okay. So can you say it again? Because I want to open another Pentagon skills for you, because it sounds to be lots of questions you have, and you would love to have the quick answers, but you would love to know where is the fact, what to do. So say it again, please, slowly. Let me just open the second Pentagon for you and see what kind of answer I will give it. Go ahead, please.
Okay, you want me to start with my birthday?
Sure.
Okay, my birthday is March 8th, 1994.
Got it.
And what is in my head and heart right now is basically a quest of finding who I am and what I'm here for.
Okay. So, sweetheart, the first strong, very, very powerful answer. Your purpose to come to this earth, to helping others, and do not allow anyone to get hurt, abused, and being used by others. So when it says that you need to help others, it's not just do the advice or trying to help them. It's also telling that if someone been abused or still in an abused relationship, connection with some friends or something that had happened in her or his life, that they've been very disturbed, they've been very down, you have to get connect with those people and help them out. You have the ability and the possibility and also the healing's power, which I can see and I feel and sense from your voice, that could helping others to find themselves in a better way. That's why you are lost. The reason that you are lost and you don't know who you are, because you look like a human, but you have an angelic soul. People with an angelic soul means that they are angel, but not with wings. They have human body, human face, and human voice. You are one of them. The reason that I ask you to say again, because when I opened your first pentagon, I could see that something is strange and is not it used to. And that's why I ask you again, please give it again, and then, just shoot your question again, because again, at the second time, it gave me the same answer. So I have to say, you're a blessed woman, a blessed person. You have angelic soul. That's why sometimes to understand human people, understand their passion to things that may not really making you to feel good, or somehow you feel like I'm not like others, I'm kind of different and I don't understand why. That's why I can feel the body of yours is human, but the soul is angel, the angelic soul without being. That's why you may need to look at yourself closely, find yourself to helping others, and make things to work out the way as you wish. You need to get up and stand up and go for helping others, no matter who they are and what type of job you have. If you're just, working in a receptionist or as a receptionist or in some places, change your job, because you should not be a receptionist, okay? You should not be in a kind of like a job that is just to give service. You have to give more service than is just couple, conversation. That means that you can change life, you can change thought, and you can change their energies. That means that if you believe in yourself very enough, if you feel yourself and talk to yourself, meditate and connect with yourself, you are going to be able to give as much as you think to people that are still outside and needs you no matter what. So that's why I wanted you to get up, stand up, find yourself, and remember, you have human body but angelic soul. It does make sense for you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. That's why it's very important to remember. Maybe some people says, oh, well, it's sometimes very hard to understand you. You have some very specific and very unique soul, and you can help others. What are you doing for a living right now? What is your professional living?
I'm not in anything right now. Like, I've been in between. I've been moving a lot. I've been trying to figure out, trying to settle down somewhere, where everywhere I go, it seems like I always run into something bad. So I guess basically I'm just trying to be somewhere where I'm peaceful.
Exactly. Because you do have that peaceful soul. Because your soul is not like others. Because things that maybe is very important for others, for you is not that important. The important things for you is about a life to be, or to send peace, happiness, and a light and healings. For you, having a simple life, but trying to be around those that may not really feeling good is the first and the most important part of your life. That's why you need to first figure yourself out, which is I'm helping you today. The only way that you can figure yourself out, the only way that you can see exactly who you are, is that to listen to your heart for tonight and help others. Whatever you are doing, you could be a good healer. You could be a woman with a lot of background and give advice, family advice, anything that could just really like a life coach. And you can be a certificate hypnotherapist. You could do everything because you have that energies inside that came from God that could change people's energies. So clinical hypnotherapist, a life coach, that could be something that you could just look at it and then trying to certificate yourself like inside and out and then go for it. Tons of people outside is just waiting for you to share with you the beautiful and gorgeous soul. That's what I wanted you to go for it. Okay?
Okay.
So, Asya, it was so nice to talk to you, gorgeous. For more information about me, you guys can go to abbyadvice.com. And Asya, please just email support@abby.com, abbyadvice, support@abbyadvice.com. And if you have any questions, anything in regard me or anything if you have in your mind, so please just let them know. And I would love to get connected with you if you just need help for further situation. Thank you so much. And now I have another caller. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing?
Doing okay. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle. Michelle, can you please give me your date of birth and then tell me about your question? We have just about maybe 8 minutes, so I would love to be quick. So please give me your date of birth and shoot your question. Go ahead, please.
11/28/76.
Okay, Michelle, what's going on and why you are so concerned and worried as I can see it right now in the middle of your pentagon? What makes you to feel nervous? Why you feel so down? Why you are too depressed? What's going on? What's wrong with you, Michelle?
Everything. I've lost everything and don't know where to go.
Okay, start with the first things, Michelle. You're telling me that you lost everything. You don't. You still have yourself. You did not lose yourself, okay? The only things that you have to do, you have to find yourself. So stop saying I lost everything. You did not lost anything. You have to start over, and you can do it. The only things that you have to right now, think, feel, sense, believe in yourself, be strong, and stop act as a victim and victimizing yourself just because I lost something. Nothing had happened. You just need to start over. And God knows. Maybe you lost everything, as you mentioned, because you want to go and jump to the new path. Maybe you need to change your circle. Maybe it's time for you to transit from 10 years to another 10 years or 5 years of happiness and prosperity. Maybe the last or past 10 years for you was about the most craziest and stupid actually things, but now you have to jump to the most spiritual, happiest and light and sunshine circle. How about that?
Yes, that'd be great.
You got it? So
yes.
We are not ever going to say, I am lost everything, which is you do not lost anything. As long that you are breathing, as long that you are alive, as long that you have a gratefulness and thankfulness for everything and anything, energies, frequencies, circumstances, people, whatever, you have to be thankful and grateful for that and never say I'm lost or I lost everything. So you just need to start over. And sometimes we need to change and challenge ourselves. We absolutely need to say yes to every changes that come to our life. At the beginning, maybe we are not feeling that is a good or pleasant timing because every single minute and second that we are changing, it's not that pleasant because it's kind of like gave us some sort of new roles, new opportunities, but sometimes those opportunities are very hard to get. And I have to do this, I have to do that, and I'm not used to it in the past. So, oh gosh, then don't do that, okay? So feel, sense yourself, and connect with your power, and then tell yourself, come on, Michelle, you're not lost. You just start over. You're going to start over. Your new transit of new 5 years, of new 10 years is just starting right now when you're talking to me. At the moment, okay? From tonight, you're not a loser, Michelle. You are a winner. Because from tonight, You're just going to find a new path, new circle, closing your eyes and jump into that. You got it?
Yes.
Good. So now, one word. What you're going to do from tomorrow, as it's going to be your first change after you felt that you've been lost or you lost everything. What's going to be your mission, or what is your goal tomorrow? The first step tomorrow morning. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Start over.
Start over. There we go. You know, start over. And sometimes we don't need to start over from the place that we was or we were. We may change the destiny completely. You know that you can change your destiny. You have that beauty of power to change your destiny. You know what? Because of energies, because of universe, because of frequencies. If you're sitting here and says, I'm a loser and I'm losing everything, I don't know who I am, then exactly what happened to you. You're a loser, you don't know who you are, and you feel uncomfortable about everything. How about you change that? How about you say from tonight, Michelle, you know yourself now. You know what? You are going to jump to the new transit, which is going to ensure and give you the guarantee of the best ever years of prosperity, happiness, wealth, health, and everything. How about that, Michelle? And start over, of course. We need to. We have to. Life is move on, and we have to moving forward. If we just stay and just feel poor for ourselves, we're not going to go anywhere, Michelle. We're just going to stay like, oh gosh, more depression, more anxieties, and everything. I wanted you to get up, stand up tomorrow, believe in yourself, and start over. That's what I wanted you to do, Michelle. Look at your phone number on the phone list. If you have those toxic people that are trying to or make you to lose and lost everything you had, delete them, remove them. Toxic people is always toxic. They never change. Jealous people that make you to lost everything, remove them. Don't share your information, your heart, your thought, your everything to people that you know that don't like you or they are too jealous. Okay?
Yes.
Love your hater, but never share anything with them. Let them to just feel that, wow, where she can just find all those power and happiness. I wanted you to prove to every single of or every each of them that you can do it. Okay?
Yeah.
Look at those that help you when you've been in a very bad position of life, and delete those numbers and names that never ever come back to you or help you or been around you when you absolutely need them. And you will see the power of love and the power of right connection with the right people and correct people into your life will change your destiny. I promise you.
Okay.
And I know you can, Michelle. I do believe in you. And I know you can. You got it?
Yes.
Good. So from today, from tonight, Michelle is not telling to anybody, I lost everything. Because you did not lost anything. You just need to start over. You need to change and challenge to be better. Because you want to be better. Because a new life will give you the better version of yourself. You have to find the better version of yourself. And I do believe in you, Michelle. And I know you can.
Okay.
Do you have any other question? We have 2 minutes left. Tell me one word. Give me something that I know that Michelle knows, what she has to do tomorrow, and what type of mission Michelle has tomorrow. Tell me.
I do. Do you see anything about relationship?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Everything around and surround you will change. When you change the same or all the negativity and toxic and crazy things from the past.
Okay.
If you lost one, will come back into your life. If he deserves you. If he's not deserving you, then don't go after someone that not even value you or respect you. Forget about that person and move on.
Okay.
Okay? Even if it's hard, but sometimes we have to prioritize ourselves. If you do love someone, this person has to love you as well. You can't just say, I love someone and this person just disrespect and not even actually give it
Right.
any time for you. So that's what I wanted you to do. I have just 60 seconds, so I have to say goodbye. Michelle, thank you so much. For more information, you guys can go to avidadvice.com and persianmedium.com. And if you guys have any question, you guys can email to support@avidadvice.com. support@avidadvice.com. And you guys always can call and communicate with A1R Radio Network. Thank you and have a great one. Bye.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and thanks for watching Moonstruck. And now back to A1R on the air. Psychic Talk Radio now on Moonstruck TV. Enlightening television.
Hi everybody, Tonya Reeves here, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, coming to you from Australia. How's your evening, morning or afternoon going? Well, I take it. So good to be here and connecting with you all today. Very excited. I don't know about you all, but it's been a fairly full-on week here. Energetically, things are just flowing along, and I found it to be a lot of things on the go. So usually when I feel that, it's a bit of a representation of the energy that's happening around. So I feel for a lot of us there is that feeling of things that are happening and starting to be put into place, and it's exciting. So it's like we're coming towards the middle of this it's a really busy year. It's been crazy, the energy and the opportunities and things that have been happening around everyone. I know with doing my readings, there's a lot of the energy so fast. A lot of people are freaking out at things that are coming up, as in opportunities or new relationships, and just a lot of new things happening around. So it's a little, it's quite exciting. And for those that are in, that moment of being ready and trusting in the universe, we've got some really cool stuff coming. So, be prepared, hang on for the ride. It's pretty exciting. I have to also give a call out today because it's my eldest son's birthday. He's 19 today. So to Mason, big happy birthday from Mum. I got to catch up with him this morning. Very exciting to have a 19-year-old. Quite a proud mother I am. And, it's been quite a journey, but we've got there, and there's a lot of fun, things that have happened along the way. And I have a great relationship with my son, so I'm pretty wrapped with that. So, so that was a really great buzz this morning to catch up with him. So what else has been happening? A bit of travel around. I feel like there's not just for me, but a lot of people are putting in place travelling plans towards the end of this year, coming into early next year. Seems like it feels the energy is really supportive of that. So that's pretty cool. So pretty excited with that. So, so that's a lot of fun. What else has been happening? And relationships, it's amazing how people have been, energetically shown different things within their relationships. And I've already got some info for one of my callers here on relationships, so no doubt. I feel like that's caller number 2, so that's what I've written down. But Spirit always gives me a bit of heads up, early on in the scheme of things to get the connections rolling. So I always find prior to radio, I'm getting connections already. So it never ceases to amaze me how Spirit comes up with that, and, just to share some great info to help with your guidance and, help give you some clarity around things. There's certainly a lot of people, even more so than ever at the moment, really disregard wanting that little bit more clarity with things, and, again, trusting our gut instinct, and for those of us that are in tune and aware of that, which is most of us, I feel now, more than ever, we're all sort of tuning into the fact that we've got that inner guidance available to us, that we're starting to now trust the answers that come to us and be open to them. So to me, that's the best form of empowerment you can have. I know when I do workshops and things, I always say what feels right in your heart, go to that heart space. Sometimes we have to disconnect from all of the things that happen, in our mind, because we, tend to allow that to rule sometimes, rather than, just taking a moment to tune into our gut feeling. And I know a lot of you that watch our live feeds are often, really desperate to get guidance. And unfortunately, we can't always answer every call, but we certainly endeavour to try and get through to as many as we can. And I know just not only myself, but also a lot of the other psychics and mediums that are on the show, open our doors to helping as many as we can. And I have done that a few times via my Facebook page. So Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, you're welcome to message me. Sometimes it takes a little while to get back, but I love connecting with you, and I love getting your feedback. I had some great feedback from my radio show, so much thanks for that. So I'm thinking I'm nearly ready for my first caller. Let's see what's happening at the other end, and let's be interested to see where our callers are from this week. We get such a great array of different callers, so it's always exciting, and it always inspires me from different areas where everyone comes from. So, so I'm thinking we should be pretty much nearly ready for our first caller. I'll just see what transpires from Dave. Oh, I've got a Tonya. That's interesting. Virginia from I actually can't pronounce that. She might tell. Chesapeake. Hi, Tonya.
Yes, Chesapeake.
How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you for taking my call.
My pleasure. It's great to have another Tonya.
I know, right?
Us gals got to stick together, eh?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so would you like me to just go through a little bit of what I've got here, or did you have something specific you wanted to ask me, Tonya?
Well, I'm kind of like feeling stagnant right now, lost even. Yeah. Very depressed.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm, like, every time something goes right, like 10 things slam me in the face that, just pushes me back.
Yeah. And it gets really frustrating when that happens. You kind of like, you feel like sort of calling out, give me a break.
Yeah.
Well, prior to you coming on, I actually picked up around you that there was decisions around moving forward, and there was a few crossroads, and you were stuck on committing to one thing. So it's a little bit, it felt to me like you've got a few options there, but you're just not 100% on which one you want to actually commit to. And it's like energetically at the moment you need a focus, but on one thing, not being scattered and having to stretch your energy to a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, I graduated nursing school, and I took the NCLEX, but I failed it 3 times. So I moved out of Florida, and I moved to Virginia. So, just, trying to study hard. And I was going through a lot when I took the test, so I wasn't really studying. Like, I lost my dad. My mom had a heart attack, so it was like, I was busy nurturing and caring for my parents. So I couldn't really focus on me.
Absolutely. And I get that you're a natural with it. Like, so it is definitely you're on the right path, and it is what you are destined to do. So
thank you, Lord.
I don't feel like it's not, that you need to change it up or anything. You're definitely on the right track. And it's interesting. I'll just, I don't know whether you guys can see, you might not be able to, but I actually got a father coming through for you, which I'd written down previous to coming on today, which is quite interesting. So, and you're saying your dad just passed, yeah?
Yeah, my dad did. It's been a little bit over a year.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So usually when they come through prior to you coming on, that's excitement that, they're able to assist you at this time. And part of that depression and feeling a bit down is it's hard to move forward from the grief of losing parents, and they're your number one support, and and those that, you can always turn to at times when you are feeling a bit stuck and down. And so, of course, that's totally understandable for you that, when you haven't got them around to be able to just pick up the phone or have the interaction. And the fact that, like you were saying, they've been such a big part of your life. I mean, that's a big chunk that's you've moved away from, that's, made massive change for you.
I feel lonely.
Yeah. But I want you to know, because it's like your dad's stepping in. So I feel like your dad's a stronger personality compared to your mum, if that makes sense, because he's the one that's sort of coming through to say he's around you at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like he wants you to know that and to know that he's there. He's also shown me that there's signs that you get that you might, I'm not sure whether there's a little bit of distraction, but where you've moved to, there's things that are moved around, or you tend to, because I feel like he's showing me he moves things.
Oh.
Right? So it might,
I've noticed that.
Yeah, because normally when they show me that.
Yeah, that's actually weird.
Yeah, we get distracted and we don't realise it. You might just think, I've put something somewhere different, or can't find my keys because I'm sure I put them there but they're not there. They're the kind of things.
It's like my dad's hat. Like, they were on the right side of his urn, and now it's on the left, and I didn't put it there.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah, and that's what he's coming through. So when that happens, know that he's around, and it's like that's his little confirmation to you to say, hey, I'm here. So you can still talk to him, and you can still ask him for help, and you can certainly ask him to give you signs, because he is there, he's there for you, and he wants to guide you. And I feel like, because it's like he's coming through showing me you're going to smash your next exams. You will rocket through them and do really well.
Oh, thank you. I really need that in my life.
Yeah, and you deserve that. You're a gorgeous
soul. It'll be my dream come true to do that.
Yeah. But it's also for you a butterfly. Like, I was just seeing constantly a butterfly and spreading your wings. So it's just having that bit of confidence and self-belief that you can do this, but you've also got your mum and dad up there that are behind you 100%, and they can move mountains when they're in the spirit world, and believe you me, they will. So don't feel alone, and know that you are guided. And it is going to be a great year for you. It's just we're sort of hitting May, so I feel like come July there's going to be a big shift up for you where you're going to go, yes, finally things are working out.
Yes. Oh, thank God. That's when I can take my NCLEX here. Yeah, absolutely. And just, just from July on, it'll be fairly full on, but it's like all the yeses will come through. So it's kind of, I want to say a little bit with some of the things that haven't panned out as you've anticipated, just trust that it wasn't the timing, or it wasn't the right moment for that, and that's why sometimes we get these no's, even though we energetically think, yes, I'm ready. It's almost like the universe goes, no, it's like, no, that's not for you now. And you think, yes, it is. But it's only that's me.
Yeah, and what is meant to be will always be. And the more you trust and release that outcome and say, okay, I'm open to what comes to me. You've got your mum and dad up there bringing to you what is needed at the right time. And the more you release the attachment to the outcome, the quicker things will start to fall into place. So it's like that little bit of a deal with the universe that we have, that I trust you and you trust me, and we will move forward together.
I love it. Thank you so much.
No, my pleasure. You have got great things coming, and I even see a holiday. There's a travel towards the end of the year for you as well, so that's going to give you an extra boost. But,
I'm going to go to Guam.
Yeah. It's like, there's a holiday, there's a vacation. Yeah, we call it holiday over here. I get it wrong all the time. Dave, usually it's vacation over there. So yeah.
Visit family.
That'll be lovely. It's like the vacation will come just at the right time to, give you that well-earned rest after a fairly full-on second half of the year. So, just trust in that and know that you will be guided to the right things, and you have your family and spirit. So and it's so lovely for them to come through, and for your dad especially. There's also something he's around water. So is where you've moved around water, or did you spend time with?
It's close to Virginia Beach.
Okay, yeah, cool. Because it's like he's saying that. So I feel like there's something there where he enjoyed the beach, or you two spent time near the water. It's something that's sacred to you.
Yeah, we're going there tomorrow.
Yeah, cool. So, he'll be there with you, and they do join you, especially in things they love to do in life. So just know that he'll be around. And look for the signs, I want to say, too.
I will. I just noticed that when you said, like, things are moving, it's because, a lot of different things were, and I was thinking to myself, like, did I put that there? Or, maybe one of my sons did it, but, yeah, that's weird that you said he's doing it. My dad.
Absolutely. And the connection that you had with your dad, the closeness, he will move mountains for you. So, it's he's doing that up there, and that's why, it takes a lot for them to come through and physically move things for you, but it's like he is doing that to show you that, that he is around. And especially when you're feeling a bit down and stuck, that's really one of the things that really, sort of really make things as obvious as they can, so that they can let you know they're around. And for him to do that's really a massive thing. So it's a great testament to you and to your relationship with him as well. So
I knew he would.
Yeah, that's lovely, and it's lovely that you've that you can come to that realization. That's really good too.
Yes, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Now I'll be even more happy when I see things out of place. I'm like, thanks, Papa.
Yes, you won't be saying, am I going crazy?
I know. We're like, okay, Daddy. I love it. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Tanya. Lovely to connect with you. I'm sure I've got somebody there waiting.
Tanya.
My pleasure. Have a wonderful night. Okay. Who have we got next, Dave? Evelyn, New York City.
Yes.
Hi, Evelyn. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
Really good, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for ringing in.
This is exciting.
Awesome. Can I ask you, because I had a really strong thing about relationships, is there something happening around you with relationships at the moment?
Yeah, family dynamics.
Because I've got, like, for caller 2 here, I've got love relationships, time for fun, new beginnings for you. So it's like there's an excitement around relationships at the moment for you.
A love relationship?
Yeah.
Not really, no.
Are you with somebody currently?
Not that I know of. It could be in the ruin, but...
So you're not in a relationship at the moment?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, this is like this relationship.
I'm divorced.
Okay. So you're not out there dating at the moment?
No. Too busy.
Well, it's like I'm getting through strongly that there's romantic relationships, like time for some fun and new beginnings. So if there's not somebody there already, there's somebody who's going to step in for you.
Okay. That's interesting because, wow. Just this morning I was remembering something that was said to me many, many years ago about being happy in a second relationship after, so many years of divorce. And just this morning I remembered that. And now this is coming up. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a definite sign. And it's like there's an excitement around that. So I feel like somebody's going to sort of, I want to say like magically appear, but it's like it's not something that's how could you put it? Whether you're going to meet through somebody else or it'll be quite a casual coming together, in that it's not a definite you know, like a setup. It's just a situation where you're going to meet this other person. But it's like they're going to be very much in alignment with you, I want to say.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So
that's very nice.
With the new beginnings also, has there been movement? Have you just moved somewhere from where you were living?
I'm not planning to. I just came out of a nursing care facility because I had knee replacement, so I was there for quite a while, 10 weeks, so I moved back home.
Okay, so you're back in your home now.
Hello?
So, yeah, sorry. So you're back in your home now.
Yeah, I'm
so
back home.
Okay, interesting. Now, can I ask you about your mum?
My mom?
Yeah.
My mom passed.
Yep.
She passed, about nine years ago or so.
Yep. Because I've got a mother.
A little longer, actually, 11 years though.
Yep. Okay. Can I ask also, are you a lot like your mum? Because this lady coming through, it's like she's showing me very similar to you.
Yeah, we were very close, yes.
Yeah. She's saying you're very much like her, big heart. You're very trusting and you've got a big heart, and she was the same.
I'm sorry?
She's showing me that she had a big heart, and you do as well. It's like you're very giving, and you are all looking out for others, and she was a bit the same, I have to say.
Yeah, she was like that, definitely.
Yeah. Yes, and I feel like with the message that she's coming through with is to say it's now time for you to look for, it's almost like rather than spending your time with everybody else, time to look after Evelyn and time to nurture yourself to sort of bring to you the life that you deserve, because it's like you've spent all these years helping others, you've done the right thing by people, you know, you're always honouring things. I feel like, you know, I'd want you as my friend because you stick up for everybody and, you know, you're somebody that people like to be around, I have to say. You've got a really great vibe and people want what you have, but it's almost time for you to spend time, you know, and I want to say to you too also to say no now and then, because I feel like your mum's coming through with that, like she never said no either, and that's something that tends to compromise what you want to do. You end up putting your needs to the side and you're honouring everybody else. Because you've got a lot to give, but it's like it's time for you now to look after Evelyn and time to, you know, spend time doing what you love to do, because there's things that you've stopped doing. And obviously, I suppose with being, did you say it was your knee that you've had work done on?
That I don't know. I'm really having a difficult time of hearing. I don't know if it's my ear or
we might have a bit of a...
I know you just asked me a question.
Did you... Where you had your knee done, so you've been away from home before you came back, yeah?
It's been a while sometime.
Well, when you were saying that you were away, were you had some surgery or something and you were having rehabilitation?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes. I had knee replacement.
Yeah.
And I was at a rehab for therapy for about 9 weeks, 10 weeks, yes. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Sometimes the line gets a bit funny. That's normal.
It might be my ear. I don't know. Let me try the other ear.
It might be your mum coming through and, you know, creating that bit of static. Sometimes Spirit like to do that just to join in on the conversation as well. And let you know they're around.
I switched the ears and actually I can hear a little bit better. I think I need an ear doctor. So this is good.
Cool.
Yeah, I had a knee replacement.
Wow, so that's pretty massive.
Yeah. And I need to have the other one done too. Pretty soon.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they only do one at a time, don't they? To let the other one.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, you would be stuck, wouldn't you, without being able to get around.
Yeah. But what the message that was coming through from Mom is definitely very true. I can appreciate what you're telling me, because it is true. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do any better. I don't know how to do. It's just Evelyn, you know. But I definitely will try and work on that.
It's about doing, like you can start off with small things, like just doing. And I feel like there's some things you've given away that you used to do that you really enjoy spending time doing.
Yeah, I used to meditate and read a lot and just, do a lot of things like that. And I'm not looking into that growth of my spirituality.
Yeah, exactly, because you're quite intuitive, and it's like the more in tune you are, the better your healing for your knee and moving forward, the more all of that will flow on. And I see that flowing on anyway, but if you can dedicate that time, sometimes when we get so caught up, if you have a reminder, like I'll put a reminder on my phone at the same time every day to say, right, and for you it can be meditate and allow an hour a day to read a book. And I would love to see you reading some books where you're empowering yourself. I love Louise. I always say her books are amazing. You can heal your life. The power is within you is another great one of hers. And they're just really good reminders of bringing us back to honouring ourselves, because if we're not right, we can't be helping others. And it's really important that we nurture ourselves first, and then family and everyone else, feeds off us feeling good. So it's a little bit like your knees are happening to pull you up. This is to stop you and to have these realizations. And the more you honour time for yourself, the quicker you'll heal, be back on your feet again, and be able to go in the direction that you want to go in, because there's some things you still haven't ticked off your list yet too, I want to say.
Really?
Yeah.
I just retired.
I know, but make a list. Just make a list and honour those, because, it's your time in the house now. It's your time you're getting your knees done. It's enabling you to move forward. So please honour that. Okay, I have to go. I'm getting wound down, but thank you so much, Evelyn. I appreciate connecting with you today.
Blessings to you.
Take care, lovely.
To A1R Psychic Radio here on Moonstruck TV with Amanda Hall Psychic, all the way from the Gold Coast. For those of you that don't know me by now, I've been with the network a bit over 12 months now. I've been inducted into the Psychic Hall of Fame here in Australia and voted for the 4th year in a row by the public as Australian Psychic of the Year. So thank you to everybody that voted for me here in Oz. So each week we have a little formula that we follow on the show. We have our Simply Tarot card of the week, our candle of the week. We feature a little mini astrology lesson. We have a glimpse around the universe, and then we tell take a couple of callers from all around the world. So let's kick the show off this week with the Simply Tarot card of the week. Now, these are a set of tarot cards that I designed all the way back in 2004, 2005 with an Australian publisher here in Australia called Hinkler Books, and they did go worldwide. We went to the bestsellers list immediately, and we've had tremendous success with them, and they're still my favourite. They're still my baby, even though we've introduced other lines since then. This is my favourite set of tarot cards based on the Rider-Waite set. Now, this week we've got an ambiguous card. We've got the death card. Now, everybody shudders when they see this and they think, oh dear, impending death of person, something I'm not going to like. It's actually the very opposite. It never, ever represents a death of a person. It means the ending of a situation. It's the death card, which is death representing endings, new beginnings and opportunities. So I look at this card in a very, very positive light. When I see this, I think, hallelujah, we're going to have an end to anything that's been bothering me, troubling me, or has taken a long time to bring to a conclusion. It's finally, we can slam the door shut on it. We can open up new possibilities, new opportunities, and start afresh. And I really find this card a very refreshing card, even though a lot of people don't particularly like it. It is one of my favourite cards for that reason. So those of you that aren't familiar with the Simply Tarot card, what we did was we took the Rider-Waite deck, which is the most popular deck in the world, and brought it into the 21st century using real-life people, photographic shots, lots of scenery from here in Australia. And we tried to recreate as best as we could the original teachings and imagery of the Rider-Waite deck, and from Pamela Coleman Smith's drawings, and she only died in the middle of last century, and she really didn't get a lot of recognition for her work. So I hope that her work will live on through what we tried to endeavour to recreate the Rider-Waite deck and bring the magic and the allure of the tarot with it. Now, you'll find on the bottom of the cards they all have a basic meaning that helps you understand and learn more quickly. So we're going to keep the show moving along at a fairly hurtling pace so we can fit in our couple of callers. So this week I've actually chosen to work with the Earth sign candle. Now, the reason why I've chosen the Earth sign candle is because we're in the Taurus energy. Isn't that funny? For all those darling little Taurians out there, happy birthday. So if you were to burn an Earth sign candle and you're not an Earth sign, what could we expect from that? Well, what we would be expecting is to bring stability into our lives, to bring some grounding, possibly some more money, but to also just sort of slow things down just marginally in our lives, sort of take a deep breath and sort of exhale and sort of look around and take a little bit of stock of what is actually going on in our lives. So for those of you that may not be Tauruses, and you might be another star sign, and you're saying, this week I've been feeling a bit flat, I've been feeling a bit tired, I don't know where my energy's gone. It sometimes happens when the energy does move well and truly into the Taurian energy. We're sort of right in the middle of the cycle, but we quite often, we exhale and we go, it's nice to stand still for a moment. It's nice to just gather my thoughts. So this is the extra large candle. You get somewhere between 60 to 100 hours out of burning time with that. Always make sure that you place something underneath your candle before you pop it on the furniture and burn it. Recommended burning time is about 15 minutes to 2 hours per day. Always write on your list what you're trying to change or what you want to bring into your life. So if we were working with an Earth sign candle, obviously we would be promoting good health. We would also be promoting some stability in our lives and potential extra income. So anything that relates to anything earthy, practical, anything that you might be plodding along at, things that you're working slowly towards, long-range goals are good to put under this candle. Not so much for the faster-moving ones, but the more middle to long-range ones is what we burn with an Earth sign candle. For those of you that might have a limited space, we also have our travel pack. This week I've chosen, obviously, the 3 Earth sign candles, but you can choose any 3 from our extensive range of 28. These ones burn approximately up to 15 hours. Now, bearing in mind they are all in glass containers, it's the glass itself that gets hot, not the actual soy wax. And we do use lead-free wicks and the best soy wax in the world that we can find to this point. So moving right along, now our little glimpse around the universe. Now, we've spoken about these 2 configurations in recent programs, but they're still having a major bearing on our lives for each and every one of us, and this is why I'm going to bring them up again today. So we have Mercury, the planet of communication, is holding hands with the planet Uranus, which is the unusual and unexpected in Aries. Now, what is this asking us to do? When we say a planet is conjunct or holding hands, it means they're sitting side by side within a degree of 7 degrees. So it means that they really are in each other's pockets. So Mercury, the planet of communication, conjunct with Uranus in Aries, is asking us to have some breakthrough moments. It's asking us to sort of really listen to what our thought patterns are telling us. Don't dismiss something because it seems wacky or way out, different or unusual, or it might seem that we're being too selfish or too self-centred. Why is it only going to affect me? Why am I only getting this thought bubble for me? What about everybody else in the family or everyone else I work with? It's a time when we have to take it back to self first. You have to almost be the leader in this situation. So don't dismiss anything. Have a pad and pen if you're old-fashioned like me, or have your mobile phone and put it into your voice recording files or something like that. But make sure you get these ideas down so that you can go back and formulate the plan a little bit later on. These may never, ever happen again. So that's what I'm saying. They'll come, they'll go. They'll come, they'll go. They'll come, they'll go. So we need to capitalise on that. So changing tack a little bit, we're going to be looking at Pluto conjunct or holding hands again with Mars in Capricorn. Now, Pluto is the planet of transformation. Pluto moves extremely slowly. Takes anything from 12 to 48 years to go through a sign approximately. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it seems like 48 years sometimes. But he does take over 200 years to go around the zodiac, so I'm probably not exaggerating. What he's asking us to do, because it's in Capricorn, is to really look at how we can sort of start to move some very long-range plans along. Pluto is the planet of transformation, of death, decay, regeneration, a little bit like the death card. But when we've got Mars here, Mars is the planet of action. But Mars is also the planet that governs things like armies, war, anything that's a military or an official sort of capacity where we can rally the troops. Now, that can go, even extend to unions. So don't just think of Mars as being a military planet. Think of it as being the army of the people. So at the moment, he's asking us to look at a different way of rallying the troops and getting the army of the people to take their message to government, to big business, to the officialdom, and say, I am not happy. This is what I want to change. Do not sit back and be complacent. Now, for many nations around the world, you all have your own individual issues or your local issues that you might need to rally for. But just a couple that come off the top of my head. One would be gun laws in the USA. And I know there's fors and against, and I'm not going to sit in the middle of the argument and say what my personal views are. But that's a classic example of taking the message out in a different way, of rallying the army of people in a different way. And we've seen that with the youth in America, taking it to the older members in the community and saying we're not happy. Here in Australia this morning, we've had a rally in Melbourne, which is the capital city of Victoria, where the unions are all joining together. Every single different union under the Australian flag is sort of all marching together for workers' rights and wage theft. And it's something that this country hasn't seen in a very, very long time. And the way that they're marketing it or presenting it in a different way is, number one, they're all on the same team for a change instead of all fighting individually. But secondly, they're using the power of social media to get their message out. So you can see how these things work in real life action. You may have a different action that you need to take, and it may be something that's very personal and close to your heart, where it may only be the rally of your army of 3 people. That's okay. So we're going to move along now, and I'm really excited to sort of each week I bring you a little mini astrology lesson, and it came to me a couple of weeks ago that we've covered some of the basic areas of astrology, of the planets, of the houses and the energies, and how the moon works and how Mercury works through the signs, and we've done love and we've done a little bit on health. And I thought, well, maybe we might mix it up a little bit, and now let's work on some famous singers, because I really think we've got such amazing talent around this globe of ours. And I'm going to feature a different singer each week from a different star sign, and I will take it in turns, working with the zodiac, working around the zodiac, and we'll have one week we'll have a male in that sign, the next week we'll have a female, until we've completed the 12 signs. Now, some people may no longer be with us. That doesn't diminish their role in history and what they brought to the music industry. It just means it's time for us to honour them as well, not just the living. And I'm really excited this week to kick the show, this new series, off with David Cassidy. Now, for a lot of women around the world, he was our first in love and our heartthrob and everybody that we all fell in love with and wanted to marry when we were teenagers. And it was very sad and very tragic last year, the passing of David Cassidy at 67. I was really quite shocked when I heard that he was ill. He's always been one of my personal favourite singers, and he was somebody that I found very inspirational. And it was only when I started to do the research for this section did I realise that how he didn't really finish his career, which I knew he didn't, at the end of the Partridge Family after 4 years. But that's, I think, where most people remember him from, as Keith Partridge in the Partridge Family, that beautiful musical television sitcom